something a little bit different today. I'm going to talk about a lot of the clients that we've seen and actually some that other offices see, talking about their testimonials and what Cereset has done for them. One of the lead techs down in Scottsdale, which is our corporate headquarters, wrote this about a week ago. It says, "My father died when I was 20 years old after a brutal 18 months battle with colon cancer that had spread to his liver and other vital organs. It was traumatic and earth-shattering for my entire family. While I grieved when he passed, and in the months and years that followed, I believed I had made peace with his passing. However, after going through my first sessions, I learned I was in extreme freeze state. I didn't know what that meant, but as my sessions progressed, the numbing defense my brain had resorted to started to peel away, and I was hit with another profound wave of grief over my father's death. This startled me as I thought I had found resolution with his pain and sadness. Through my session experience, I learned I had just shut it out and numb myself, as many of us do. And as my brain balanced, I started to feel and remember things I had suppressed for years in order to get by and simply cope. As emotional and painful as my experience was, it was true an emotional detox and freedom. And I believe it allowed my body to truly heal from my grief as much as possible. Remember, and this was to us as therapists, that while your client may believe they handle stress well or have found resolution in healing with prior issues, it could be a profound freeze response that is simply protecting them from feeling the full depths of their pain and grief. This is not healing. This is life in limbo. While they may be okay, most people don't want to simply just get by in life. And while the freeze response numbs the pain, it can also numb a lot of other emotions and experiences, or make us feel detached or removed from them. Releasing the stuck patterns will allow your clients to live life freely without the past holding them back and simply settling for getting by. So the question I ask all of my people is, are you just getting by or are you truly living? And as Corey mentioned, the whole point of this for me is the brain is often in jail because we're stuck in that state. And we want to release your brain, and help you be the best you can be. So I've asked a couple people to read some things for me, and Stacy.
Thank you for all you have done for the well-being of our family. We want to help you help more people.
So this is from a family I'll call the Z family. They've got two boys that are on the spectrum, one pretty severe. This kid was so bad that if a car got in front of him at a stoplight, he would throw a fit. He was kicking the seat, he was beating his brother, throwing water bottles at his mother when she was driving, tried to open the door and get out one time, a whole lot of stuff. The whole family over the period of time has done Cereset. This kid no longer acts out in this way, has made tremendous changes. Over the last 3 years, the dad has had just one roller coaster, huge event after another. Mom got sick with cancer, mom died, just huge amount of things. Dad was finally to the point of having panic attacks when he was driving. Not a good thing. He came in, did Cereset. He's now free of those panic attacks and is able to attack things that are happening in his life. This family is so appreciative of what we've done to help them that they have gifted us with a very large chunk of money to put in a second chair of Cereset so we can help more people. Number 3.
Amy Grant, helping rescue and heal people from the sex trade, so passionate that she has opened an office in Nashville.
So many of you know of Amy Grant, an amazing singer. She is in Nashville. She's got the hugest heart of anybody I know. And she has opened the Cereset office, and she does help people rescue out of the sex trade. I have a picture that was supposed to be there, but it didn't work today, of a person that she had rescued, and you would not recognize this person from before and after. I had to literally search the face for the scars to say that this was the same person. So the depth of healing is not just mental, it's physically, emotionally, it's all of it. Number 4.
I am so thankful for Lee Gertis, Cereset. My life once destroyed has been given back to me.
So this is Rick Tansey. He owns or did own the clinic down in Costa Mesa. He was thrown off of a 4-story balcony. Split his head open, mushed his brain pretty bad. Should not have lived. About 3 years later, after struggling, he finally found what was the predecessor to Cereset. He's put his life back together. He's a very normal human being at this point. He opened the Cereset office about 15 years ago. It's been very successful, and he just loves changing lives. And because of the personal experience he had, being able to help others just means the world to him. Next. I lost count. Five. Who's got number 5?
It has been a great privilege to observe the amazing benefits that take place for those who come to experience the freedom and power of resetting their own brain.
So, this is Chris, who is actually Rick's son. Rick retired about a year and a half ago, and Chris took over. Chris, in about 98, they found he had a cyst in his brain. It's the size of a navel orange. That's pretty big inside the brain. It was shutting down a lot of the function on the left side of his head. He was angry, he had a lot of behavior problems, there was just a lot going on. Through the first surgery that got rid of the cyst, and then years later working with Cereset, again, he's regained his function, he's regained his ability, behavior is gone, just a whole lot of things, and he too is now working with a tremendous amount of people, helping them heal at a whole different level.
I am so excited about what Cereset has done for me that I want to work in a Cereset office to help others.
So last week I mentioned decision constipation. This young lady walked into my office last week. She says, I had cancer, I was dying from cancer, there was options available, but I was so constipated in my decision making, I was so stuck that I couldn't figure out what to do. She was at a clinic down in Southern California, a cancer clinic. They sent her to one of the Cereset offices down there. As a result, she, within the week, made her decisions. She is now cancer-free. She wants to work in our office so she can help others.
Having a 9-year-old with sleeping issues is difficult. She had a hard time going to sleep at night. She would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. The whole house is now awake and cranky. This goes on for weeks and weeks. Her first session at Cereset, she slept through the night.
This is actually my granddaughter. And yet, when the kid can't sleep, nobody in the house sleeps. She's back to sleeping, the house is happy, so it doesn't matter the age of the kids we're working with. We're working from 4-year-olds up. We just change things how we do it a little bit, but it doesn't matter the age, we can help.
Questions? Okay.
What I want to say to everyone is your number one asset is your health, and that starts in the brain. Take care of it, and the rest will follow.
This was a gentleman who, at age 22, was in a very severe car accident. Broke 13 ribs, just a whole lot of problems. Major head injuries. He was angry, but his emotions were flatlined. He had no empathy. He had no ability to show emotion to anybody. A few years ago, he went through sessions. His daughter also was having severe physical problems, a lot of different things. They kept going to doctors, couldn't find any answers. Her issues have now resolved, and they now have a emotionally healthy family. I just got a few seconds left, and I want to say that a lot of this is about people who have major problems. I had an attorney call me yesterday, and she goes, I don't have any problems. I just want to be better than I am. So it doesn't matter if you've got big issues or if you just want to perform better and keep your edge, especially in the business world, you can do that with Cereset. I've got one question.
Yeah, my brother was in a major motorcycle accident last week. He's had several
And Bill's over here, doing my video. We have the office, so, Bill runs Cereset for me. Please give us a call, and last question.
Do you deal with, severity ADHD?
Yes, yes, absolutely. If it's in the brain, we deal with it. Thank you.